Correct.
Woo! Yeah!
All right. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name's Tom.
Tom.
I'm a fantasy sports addict. Woo! There's Ryan having a gurgle.
Cheers. My name's Ryan.
Cheers. Give her a gurgle. Yeah. Ryan, what are you? What are you doing?
I'm a fantasy sports addict.
That's
Who's
right.
thirsty?
Woo! Thirsty fantasy sports addicts here drinking our moon juice.
Now, Tom, before we get going, I just want to say your set's looking pretty goddamn awesome.
It's coming along. Yeah, I still got to work on the lighting and things, but
No,
it's not even set yet, but it's working on itself, and I got signage, but there's still some remodeling to come, so it's getting there. It's almost there. It's almost ready. I'm excited. I can't wait for it. It'll be cool.
I think it looks pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, it's coming along. I mean, there's more. You know me. Everything I do has got to be big, so going big with the set. And I need some more bobbleheads. So anybody have suggestions for bobbleheads?
Speaking of bobbleheads, you got the Al McCoy bobblehead that you actually won.
I guess, yeah.
Shazam video.
I made the Shazam video, and I guess, I got Al McCoy.
Unfortunately, I was working, so I couldn't do one myself.
Well, Al McCoy. It's Al McCoy. I have an Al McCoy. You don't have an Al McCoy. You don't have a Suns broadcaster bobblehead, Ryan. What are you going to do with yourself? What are you going to do?
I don't know. I might have to buy the Shazam t-shirt.
If you can find it, let me know, and I'll buy one, because those are cool. Those are cool shirts, man. Those are really good. So, but new bobbleheads incoming. We'll have an Al McCoy.
I mean, that's awesome. If you didn't see the video, Tom, that was actually really good, heartfelt.
It was heartfelt?
I mean, it was. Like, we love Al McCoy.
We do.
Absolutely. Like, we both have grown up listening to Al McCoy.
Yes.
I did actually enjoy your video.
Okay, well, thank you. Did you happen to see that halftime ceremony where they, put him in the Ring of Honor and retired Al McCoy, essentially?
I did not get a chance to, unfortunately.
Okay, it was awesome. The only member of the Ring of Honor that wasn't there was Connie Hawkins. Connie Hawkins is very ill, so unfortunately that's not good.
I was going to say.
Charles Barkley was there, and Cotton Fitzsimmons was represented by his wife. And so it was a very nice ceremony. But the beautiful thing about Al McCoy, he's like, look, I don't know how long you guys will let me keep talking basketball, but as long as you'll have me, I'm going. Like, he's just like, just as long as you'll have me, I'm never going to stop.
I did see that quote.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. I mean, that was fun. Like, I mean, that's like Vince Scully, like, refusing to retire. I mean, they'll have to drag this guy away from the mic, or he'll just die at the mic,
the fact that he broadcasted the day after his wife died.
In 45 seasons, he's missed 2 games. One time, he was near death in 2005, one of the best Sun seasons ever, and I'm sure it pained him greatly to miss that game. And the other was several years ago, again, like you said, the night his wife died. 2 games in 45 seasons, this man has not called a game for. So that's the legendary Al McCoy, and I can't wait.
We could go on and on about Al McCoy. Just
I feel
watch
like I wrapped
Tom's
it up.
Video, but we're good.
That's plenty.
First of all, as we like to start our podcast with, we like to welcome new members that join the FSAA community. If you want to join the community, go to fantasysportsaddicts.com and log in, say hi. There's always addicts on there chatting and mock drafting and jumping in leagues together. Good times. Right. Thanks, everybody.
That's right. Apparently, just a while ago, we missed it before we jumped into this live stream. They did a mock draft, and we missed it. I don't know if it was a mock auction. Well, you were working, and I was working, so.
Making your set look beautiful.
Oh, it's going to look beautiful, baby. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so definitely mock drafts are afoot. Regular drafts are afoot. Speaking of regular drafts, that's part of the news, right? We got one of those coming up, but new people. We have some new people. Let's talk about who's new, Ryan. We have a couple of new registered users.
We got one new and one returning.
One old. Like really tucked between the tail between the legs, and old man returning from battle or something.
So the first new guy is Cowboy 1 Fan 24.
Okay, so obviously he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, right?
I almost banned his IP address when I saw that.
What? Are you gonna hate on the Cowboys? No, come on. The Cowboys were good this year, dude, and the Cowboys are looking good going forward. Don't hate on. Hey, don't hate. How about them Cowboys? Don't hate on the Cowboys. And I'm a Cardinals fan.
See, Tom, you weren't a Cardinals fan when they were in the same division and they were actually a rival.
But I do remember the rivalry. That was like an artificially created rivalry, but I remember what it was. I do remember it from the old headlines, But yeah, don't hate on the Cowboys. Whatever.
I hate on the Cowboys.
Okay, fine. Hate on the Cowboys.
And so the next one. Weird Uncle Trish just re-signed back up. He deleted his account after the Nationals were eliminated from the the playoffs.
The National League playoffs. Yeah. Was it Division Series or Championship Series? I can't remember at this point. I believe it's Division Series. Either way, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck. That was a long time ago. We missed him. He was gone for a while.
Baseball season was finished, and he's like, I'm out of here. And like he still, communicated with us on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, Tris, I'm glad you're back. Like, welcome. Like, we can make fun of you for leaving and coming back. But isn't that what being a fantasy addict really is? How many times have I walked off the set or quit a league or retired from fantasy sports in a fit of rage?
Only to come back, right? You just come back later. It happens. It makes sense. We won't hold it against you, but there will be some shit talk, rest assured. And
that's the best thing about fantasy sports is
you gotta have
there's always next year.
There's always next season, always next year. And look, you know what I mean? Like, just come back. You're going to have to put up with some smack talk from Cubby Knoll, obviously. James is going to be talking the trash. Cubby, don't stop talking the trash. We know there's going to be trash talk. Like, let's have the trash talk. But nobody freak out. It's just trash talk, right? I like the trash talk. Speaking of trash talk, feel free to drop some in the YouTube comments. We're all just – hey, now that baseball season's back, I need a Harry Carey video from Cubby Knoll. Like, I just
oh hell yeah! Welcome back.
I would like to see some. Yeah, hi guys.
Welcome back, Harry Carey.
Yes, welcome back from Harry Carey.
No.
Just sing it.
No. Time out.
All right.
We were talking about doing there's been a lot of talk on the website. We need a live stream addict draft that has more than 6 addicts in it, because we've had a few, but we haven't actually gotten together and set up a time. So Tuesday night, are we going to do a real league? There's been some YouTube chat, like, when are we going to do a real league, and how do we get into a league with you?
Well, that's 2 nights from now. So I think the real answer would be Tuesday night. Let's do it. We take over a shitty public league, and we'll spread like the Borg or some sort of terrible virus and take over this league with our awesomeness. And that public league will no longer suck. They'll all just sort of be assimilated into the greatness.
I mean, if there's like 1 or 2 like randoms that like jump in it by chance, like they don't know what the fuck they just walked into.
No, they just walked into a slaughter. All right, so we have 6 people watching, and we have 2 of us podcasting. If 8 addicts walked into a public league and 4 people were left, they'd piss their pants in that draft. So why not just take over a public league? To me, they're like a dime a dozen, and you just put it on your side account or something. I mean, we could always do a custom league and treat it like a public league and stuff like that. But I was going to say, I like the aspect of the public league. We walk in and just fuck these people out the window.
Well, it's just easier on us. We don't have to like set up anything, send invites. Like, we still have invites in our FSAA leagues that we got to send out. There's been people that went to our website, clicked on the form, gave us our email address, told us which leagues we want to be in. And we just been too goddamn lazy / busy or drunk to send all the invites out.
8-year-olds, dude.
Addicts, not experts. Like,
right.
I'm sorry. That's why public leagues work. And I think if we just pick out a league that fits the time that we want to join, and we just join it, and like right now, because it's still a couple days in advance, there's nobody going to be in it, but the league still exists. So we just jump in that league, and it's like, hey, everybody join this league, and we just all jump in.
Okay.
Oh, well, one sec.
Ryan's blowing up. Apparently, Ryan's blowing up. But yeah, we're all right. So the idea of this public league, I think, is beautiful. I mean, I like meeting new people too. So we could meet some new addicts, right? We could just be like hanging out. Hey, we're all 8 of us from FantasySportsAddicts.com. And by the way, if you want to get in a really good league, come to our website, jump in our FSAA leagues, stuff like that. Meet some new addicts. You know, I mean, you never know who you're going to run into in a public league. That's why I know public leagues always have a bad rap, but you never know who you're going to meet. I mean, we've met some of our best managers in public leagues and like just mock drafts. So no harm in reaching out in that regard. So we'll try it. We'll see what happens. I think the public league's the way to go. Now, if you're not okay with that, we understand. You know, I know a lot of people want to have a side account. I'm going to put it on my side account. My main account's already full. I wish Yahoo would have more than 8 teams. We don't, but that's the way it is. So put it on your side account. Hopefully by Tuesday, you won't have this thing fucking hanging in your face there. Yeah, it's still there. I go to the doctor tomorrow. They're going to take it out. Hopefully I don't bleed everywhere. So
side account, main account, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm probably with you where I think I'm going to do it on my side account.
Yeah, it's on my side. I mean, what am I, my main, what am I going to do on my main, like, I mean, I'm full. Like, I got to try to get,
I got one spot left on my main account.
Well, and that's where I'm at. And I got to try to get either like JD's Keeper League or Andrew's Money League onto my main account, So
yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't like, those are leagues that were on my side account by accident. We all had side account things going on last year. Transfer, like.
But Tuesday, before we do our league that we're gonna do, I have another draft that we're gonna do a live stream of.
What time is this? Announce what time it is, please.
I don't know the exact time. I gotta.
Did you read the settings? Have you checked? Do you even know what kind of draft this is?
Check the settings, oh god damn it! Mark. Right, got home.
Pugs are going berserk. It's
sorry, pugs are going nuts.
The bugs are parking, everyone. The bugs are parking.
The bugs are parking.
That's a shout out to Sonic. Yes, but so Tuesday night, Ryan's got the Experts League, the Experts ESPN with Seth, the Sportsman.
That's another thing where I haven't done a draft on ESPN this league, and I'm not going to do one. I'm just going to go in there blind, and I want the addicts. Like, I know Cubby Noel, he was drafting on mock drafting on ESPN.
Yeah, a lot of people have been on there. So now what the rankings are very kind so far. I mean, Yahoo's way ahead of ESPN in the game of rankings right now, but I mean, ESPN, it sounds like it's very generous to addicts. So it sounds like, I mean, again, you're going against experts, but if they're like the kind of experts that I've seen draft on ESPN, they're like afraid to reach. Like, it might as well just be a mock draft pick by pick, like by ranking, by ADP. It's sad, So you're going to get in there and you'll be just picking everything you want. That's what it seems like it's been for most people who have drafted ESPN so far.
I haven't done one. I haven't seen the rankings. I know I've talked to a couple of addicts about it and how it goes, but also the thing about this league that like changes everything is it's just a draft only, set it and forget it league. Like, there's no bench. You draft all your players, and then whatever happens.
Season be damned, right? Injuries be damned. Just set it and forget it. That's it.
No drops, no ads, no bench, no trades, nothing. It's just draft which players.
What is the buy-in on that? I mean, how much does it cost?
It's only $25.
All right, that's not much. I mean, where'd you finish last year? You played this league, right?
I did this last year, and my team was dog shit. I probably finished like 11th or 12th. Like,
well, we're not experts.
I won't make excuses as to why. Like, again, I don't draft on ESPN. I'm comfortable with Yahoo.
Right.
I took too many young players. I didn't have consistent playing time. Like, I think I had Gallo and Soler on my roster. Well, I was going for the home run. I wasn't playing the floor. I was playing the
Okay.
ceiling, and that just
Okay.
bit me in the ass. It happened.
Yes, it does. It happens. I can see that. Now, your strategy going into this, do you have any plans? Are you doing a specific type of team, or we will show it? We are live streaming.
No,
this, right?
no. My plan is to have the addicts
Draft
help
for
me
you.
draft.
Oh, so it'll
Not
be like
draft for me.
well, but it'll be like the live stream we did last year when I did my winners league.
Your winners league,
That
exactly.
we all finished in 12th, I think. Like we were all like, man, we just shit down.
You shit down that league's throat.
Yeah, it was a bit, and it turned out like a fucking disaster. So, are you sure you want the addicts helping you?
I got final decision.
Yeah, but we're all on the same thing. We're all on the same thing.
But that's the thing is
I think it'll be good.
We'll do the addicts helping me in the set it and forget it league.
Right.
So obviously that league, you want to focus on floor and consistency.
Yeah, that's a league where you're just drafting like an ugly old team, like a Joe team, like nothing but like, okay, he's gonna not fall down dead this year. Like no upside. You don't need upside. Who needs upside?
Yeah.
No youth, no upside, nothing. Like no playing time issues, nothing. Just guarantees.
Yeah.
Now, what's the pitching scenario? Are there closers, holds? Just
I haven't looked at the
starters?
stats. I haven't even gone to the league site. Like I signed up for it, and I was the first person to sign up for it. Like Seth just made his post, and I'm like, draft, woo, I'm in.
Okay, well, yeah,
did my cam crash, or was Tom just talking all the goddamn time?
No, I don't think your cam crashed. I see you. What happened?
I don't know. That was just on the YouTube chat.
Oh, I hope nothing crashed. Let us know if you can still see us.
Sorry, I know what happened. When the wife came home and I muted, I just put the camera on you, so it didn't switch, and I forgot to click back. So that was a poor job on switching.
See, I thought I was switching. Why are you switching? Why don't I have switching controls here?
I just did it the one time, but I forgot.
Nothing
Tom,
ever
horrible. We're both horrible.
I was switching.
I'm watching the YouTube chat and chiming in. What the hell are you doing?
I'm switching.
You're not doing a good job switching.
Well, I'm switching to you every time you talk, and I can't tell who's supposed to be switching and who's not right now. Every time you talk, I click on you. Now you're showing. Or you should be showing.
Well, just don't click on either one of us, and it'll switch automatically.
All right. Well, all right, fine. Fuck, what the hell happened?
All right. Well, whatever. Right, we're back. Focus.
All right, we're back. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We're fine. All right, so it's just going to switch on its own. Are you deselected on everything, so no switching?
Yes. No, we're good.
All right, same for me. Okay, that's fine. No editing. We're just going to self-edit. Okay, so you don't know what your pitching stats are. You don't know anything about this league going in. I suggest that you check the settings. And
always check your settings, which we never goddamn do. We're like, again, listen to what we say, not what we do.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, we're addicts, not experts. Like, again, we know what you're supposed to do, but fuck it, right?
Fuck yeah. Whoa. Over Choocher, baby. All right, so please look at that. Post the settings if you would, because I think if you're asking the addicts to help you, they'd want to know going in.
Well, I mean, we'll look into that before it starts. We'll go over the settings, all that kind of stuff.
Well, hopefully. So we're going to live stream that, figure out what time it is.
So right after that draft, we're going to jump into, are we doing a real league or a mock draft? Let's do a real league.
I thought we were doing a real league. I thought we were going to take over a public league. What happened?
We're taking over a public. I was just clarifying.
Okay. All right, well, you clarify all you want. I just want to make sure.
All right, so we're going to take over a public league. We'll join that.
I want it known, Ryan.
I'll take a look at what time the other draft is drafting and then join one that's after the fact. And we'll tweet it out. So if you want to get in, follow us on Twitter at FS, the word double, the letter A, at FSAA, and we'll send out the information for you to join. And we'll also post it on our website and our forum at fantasysportsaddicts.com.
Cheers. Thanks for signing up. So again,
Absolutely.
welcome to all the new people. Welcome to all that. We got a few things we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about,
well, I want to get right into this.
Somebody sent me a really wild trade offer for fantasy basketball. Now, again, fantasy deadline for basketball, the trade deadline's kind of gone for most leagues. Our home leagues have late deadlines.
We push it back because we think that the trade deadline should be after the NBA deadline because people's positions change and it might make sense.
It might make sense, or it might make
especially in dynasty leagues, fuck it. Let's push it back.
Right. There's no real reason not to. So somebody sent me an 8-for-1 trade. I've never seen an 8-for-1 trade in my entire life. An 8-for-1. And this is where you keep 10. It's a team where you keep 10 and drop 5.
Well,
an 8-for-1. An 8-for-1.
It was just a discussion piece where, take your pick of any number of these players that you want for one player.
Any number. I just choose them. What if I said all 8? You're interpreting this offer. Let's be clear. Ryan sent the offer. Ryan is the son of a bitch, the wild-ass motherfucker, who sent an 8-for-1 trade in a keep 10-player league. So,
well, I was just listing the players that I wanted to offer you. This was a conversation starter. Obviously, I knew you weren't going to take it. It just made no sense. You'd have to drop too many goddamn players.
Right. It was just a little over the top. But I get what you're saying. You wanted to talk about which of any of those players might make sense.
So you like some of those players, but as a whole, you were like, fuck you.
All right, just go through the trade. Do you want to just read it? Do you have it pulled up, or should I pull it up? Because, it's a little over the top.
I don't have it pulled up right now because you canceled or rejected the trade offer.
I did. All right.
If you didn't, I have our teams pulled up.
Okay, I can pull it up in my email. But
I got it. You're too slow.
Too slow.
All right, I'm going to share the screen.
Okay, share screen.
All right, one sec. Bear with us. All right, I'm sharing the screen. This is the email of the rejected trade offer. So I wanted Kawhi from Tom's team. And if you're a lot of these people listening, they're in this league with us.
This is the FSAA Dynasty. NBA League.
First year Dynasty. It was an auction head-to-head league. And we keep 10 and drop 5. And
you want me to take 8?
Well, but this was okay. I want Kawhi. I have all these players that take any number or pick of them, and you can have them.
Okay, and I'll show it again.
I'm still showing it. So for Kawhi, I put in Seth Curry, Malcolm Brogdon, Buddy Hield, Pau Gasol, T.J. McConnell, Thon Maker, Jameer Nelson, and Kevin Love. Okay. So, obviously, I don't think you're going to want Jameer Nelson. T.J. McConnell's been good, but, not a sexy piece by any means. Pau Gasol is old and not a great dynasty piece, but he's just, hey, he's there.
Okay, and then there's a lot of young players.
A lot of youth and upside, and Kevin Love, which neither one of us like.
No, we hate him.
But he's still a good player.
All right. Before I say anything, what I would really like is some feedback, some response from anybody who plays fantasy basketball who is watching this or listening to this after the fact or currently, to hit that YouTube chat or the comment section and respond. Because if you saw that in it, again, keep 10, drop 5. He's asking for a top 3 fantasy asset, top 3 dynasty asset. How do you respond? Like, are some of those young pieces interesting and fascinating? Slightly,
So
perhaps.
JD saying Love and Brogdon is beef of that deal. And it is.
It is. But what if you don't like that type? What if you don't like that cut of beef? Do you love that? You're asking. You're trying to get like not just the fillet. You're asking for the fillet of like a Kobe beef situation. You want the Kobe fillet. Okay, you're asking for the Kawhi fillet. Okay, and in here is like old, and things I don't like, and young with maybe. Now there's a lot of it, and it's maybe not a terrible offer in the idea of like sell one to get a lot. But
I'm looking at your team now.
Show my team.
This was a first year auction draft. And Tom, you spent all your money on 3 players and we're left with nothing.
I went berserk.
Nothing because you only and you couldn't afford to outbid on any of these players you wanted. So you just had to sit back and watch and couldn't get anybody else.
No, but I'm cool.
So, I mean, Wade, Ross, Reggie, Bogdan, Bogdanovich, Tristan Thompson, Davis, Anthony Davis, that is, Skal Libasiri, you got Karl Anthony Towns, JaMychal Green, Kawhi Leonard, Alex Lynn, Frank Kaminsky, Wade Baldwin, Gallinari, and Will Barton.
I mean, obviously, Baldwin's much more of a deep stash. He was a guy that you dropped, I picked up. But I didn't have any other point guards to like really worry about. So I was just like, deep bench.
You got a lot of crap.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of these players that are going to get dropped, obviously, but there's still a few keepers. There's still a few gems in the rough. And there's also like, I know you don't like my veterans. I know you don't like D Wade and Gallinari, and neither do I. But like, those are players that still have value and still like, maybe I can get this team out of the gutter sooner than later. Those are players that can still help me in 2 years.
That's why I included Pau Gasol and like some of these, because you got like, it's like, okay, what direction do you want to take your team in? Here it is.
Yeah, but I have 3 top 10 players. And you want me to give you a top 3 player. You want me to give you my best player, essentially.
Well,
can we look at your roster? Let's show your roster.
Yeah.
Please. Because I was not given a choice of any of the players I might have liked to have asked for. So let's look at Ryan's roster. Ryan, please show your roster. And let's talk about the players I was not allowed to ask about.
Well, basically, it was just Giannis and Embiid.
Well, you thought you had Devin Booker in this team, and I was
I'm trying to trade for Booker. That's I got multiple irons in the fire. I just traded for Kevin Love. I traded Lou Williams and Ryan Anderson for him. This was a team that's trying to win now, a good team, and obviously for this year's fantasy purposes, Kevin Love's dog shit.
He is, and for all purposes, I think Kevin Love is dog shit personally. But you have Joel Embiid just sitting there in your injured reserve spot. I'm trying to get a better draft pick, right?
Right.
If you will, but you won't even put him into the conversation. So you want my best player. You want one of the best players in fantasy basketball, but you won't even put like an interesting prospect that I might have interested in. Like the thing with the interest is like, this is why it's hard to make trades. And this is why I have a hard time offering people trades, because the players I'm asking about usually are players I wouldn't want to trade myself. And so when I'm asking, I'm like, do you even really want to trade this guy? And I always feel bad because I'm like, look, if you don't want to trade this guy, I get it, because I wouldn't. Like, if you're willing to, what do I have that would make it worth your while? And so often there's just the players that you want from me, I don't really want to give up. And the players I would want from you in return to give that up, you don't want to give up. And you want my best player. You want one of the best players in fantasy basketball. You want my best player and one of the best, period, in fantasy basketball. And you won't even put like the most interesting young prospect or the young player who, with a massive injury risk and great upside, but massive injury risk also associated. You won't even put him in the discussion. And that's like maybe the one player on your entire roster that I would be considering for Kawhi Leonard. You know, and I'm not talking even straight up at that point. But you won't even put that one guy. And I'm not crapping on your offer. But I'm talking
all right, Tom, you're
manager to manager. You would not take that offer. You would not if you were my team and you saw that offer coming at you. Okay, there's some pieces. There's a few things I like. There's a few things like Brogdon. Okay, healed maybe. Like there's some things that intrigue me. Maybe Thon. But, you know, I mean, again, I'm still sitting on Kawhi Leonard. He's what, 25?
All right, before we went live, did I not bring Embiid to the table?
Yeah, but at that point I was already uninterested because you were so adamant.
Because you were fucking upset. Like, obviously I'm
so upset.
I love Embiid. You know that. I've been fucking president of the Embiid fan club all season. Granted, you were an Embiid fan before I was, and I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'm not putting that up.
I was driving the bus. The bus broke down. I had to get out and walk. Okay, so I left the bus where it was.
And I hopped in and woo!
Yeah, like somebody had like apparently like refitted the bus with new tires and gasoline. Right, not me. But yeah, I had to hop out of the bus because it just broke down. But like, look, I mean, again, you want Kawhi. Like, I don't really want to move Kawhi first and foremost. Who wants to move Kawhi?
Get that, but see, the whole point of like me, normally we never trade. In the fucking
no, we don't. We really don't.
Decade and a half we've been playing this shit together. Like, I can count how many trades we made on like one hand.
Like one finger, probably like two, maybe.
Well, yeah, like
one finger.
You guys know the rivalry is real, and we don't trade. Like, it just most of the time, like, it doesn't make sense. And the only reason why, like, I even like came to you to even make is just because it made sense, because you got the 3 first rounders. You like you overpaid in the first year of auction draft, and you didn't get yourself enough depth.
Yeah, but I don't need. I'm cool with it. Like, you know what? Fine. I've got a top 5 pick next year. Like, I've got a top 5 pick, and I've still got 3 top 10 players. I've got like some decent veterans to work with and some young players to build around. They're not sexy. They're not amazing, but I've got a few things I could hang on to and work with. You know, a good draft pick, a couple years of good draft picks seems fine. You know, there's no rush. Like, it's not like, oh my God, the clock's ticking on Kawhi.
I get that, but it's not like
Kawhi's
offering
better.
Shit.
Kawhi, no, I'm not saying that you are.
I have too many keepers, so I'm trying to consolidate. Like, that fact is known.
I get that. I don't have any problem with that. But you also know that.
I mean, again,
look at my team and look at your team. Do you know that I'm not asking you? I'm not suggesting the things that I would want from your team are the same things you would want in return. But those are the same things that you would not give in return.
I got Embiid on the table. What more
what more? There's a lot more.
And I got a lot more. I'm willing to give you a lot more.
I just don't think you have enough, man. Because I've seen better offers already for Kawhi that I was like,
no, you haven't.
Are you kidding me?
Haven't.
Everyone in this motherfucking league, everyone in FSAA NBA Dynasty has been asking me for Kawhi Leonard all year. I've turned down way better offers. Anybody who's in this league, tell Ryan what you offered me that I turned down and said, go fuck yourself. With no discussion. Bye.
I mean, did I not offer you?
I've given you more discussion than I gave anybody on this subject.
I offered you Embiid and Love.
You just now, again, just now.
No, we did this
Embiid
before.
and Love?
Yes.
All right, but I universally loathe Kevin Love. You are trying to unload You're trying to unload.
Embiid, Hield, and Don Maker.
You're trying to unload an untradeable player. You can't trade him. Nobody's going to buy Kevin Love. Name one person in this league that you just traded for him. You just traded for him because you thought you could flip him. You sold high to get Love because you thought you could flip him. But let me tell you, that's unsaleable merchandise, my friend. You just bought bad goods, you know?
We're a team trying to win right now.
Yeah, but like he said, he's not helping you win right now. He's not helping you win. And I'm not trying to win right now. And so he helps me.
Well, that's why he fits his team.
But but he doesn't. He doesn't. With Towns and Anthony Davis, Kevin Love does not fit that team. Kevin Love has no place on it.
He does.
Kevin Love doesn't even deserve to be on that roster. Are you kidding me? I have Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard. And you think Kevin Love is going to be part of that team? No. I'm sorry.
Kevin Love, Joel Embiid. You got.
Let me have a bunch of injury risk for an up and coming superstar. I think not. This is Kawhi Leonard we're talking about, Ryan. In 2 years, he might be the best player in the NBA.
I got Giannis already.
Well, you got Giannis already. Well, I got Kawhi already. So, I'm just saying. You wouldn't even put the one player.
I'm trying to offer you a sweetheart of a deal, Tom.
There's not anything you're trying to, and I'm not saying that it's not, but none of these players are players that I have any interest in or care about. Like,
okay, you don't care about Joel Embiid?
I like Joel Embiid, but there's a massive injury risk, and there's a major reason why I got rid of him already in the Dynasty leagues. I had him 2 years, 3 years. I got rid of him. I threw him in like a bag of chips. A bag of chips to Bronson, and he had the world in his hand, Bronson, and he threw it away. And then he threw it away again to get him back. And you know what it is? It's all overpay. He bought a bag. The bag of chips came free with the meal. He sold it away for like twice a meal, and then he had to pay 3 meals to get a bag of chips back. I'm sorry. I love Joel Embiid. I think he's got all the talent in the world, and I think there's all the potential in the world. But when you're constantly injured and constantly not playing, let me see something first. I'm done waiting. I'm done playing games. So
this was a player that I said was not on the table, and you said no trade. I put him in the discussion, and now you're shitting all over him.
I'm not shitting all over him. He's just not part of what I want. Like that plus what else? There's not a what else on your roster. Okay, I like him. Embiid is the bag of chips that comes with the meal. Where is the meal in this trade? Kevin Love is the meal, and Joel Embiid is the chips for Kawhi Leonard? No.
Embiid is still the goddamn meal. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Yes.
Listen to me. Kawhi is the fine filet cut of Kobe beef, and you're offering me like tripe, okay? Tripe from like, I don't know, some water buffalo or some shit.
All right, Tom, just shut the fuck up and go fuck yourself. Like, all right.
No. Yes. Ryan, you shut the fuck up and go fuck yourself. You're the one that's wrong. This is not, you're the one coming to me with bad offers. And look, yes, it was generous, but look from my position. Look from my position. What would you ask for in return for Kawhi Leonard? If I came to you with your team and that like, yes, I'm offering you all the world for that.
I mean,
would you take that offer yourself? The answer to any trade that you ever send should always be, would you accept this offer yourself before you send any trade of any kind? You look at it and say,
if I was in your team, yes.
No, you wouldn't. Don't be fucking full of shit. Right. Don't sell me a bag of shit and tell me it's fucking gold.
Embiid, Love, Maker, and Hield.
No. I'm Kawhi.
Okay.
I got Kawhi.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, if anybody wants Kawhi, that being said, you want to send me a real legitimate offer for FSAA Dynasty basketball? You want Kawhi? I'll listen to real offers. Embiid plus, no, I'm not trading fish and chips for filet mignon, I got surf and turf, and you're offering me fish and chips.
No, Tom, you're wrong. I just fucking backed up the goddamn.
No, Ryan. You unloaded a bunch. You unloaded a bunch of fucking dead weight. Oh, back up the truck for dead weight and just rain that shit down on me. Yeah, that's what I want. And have the best player in fantasy basketball in 2 years. Sure. Wait, where's my sign? Where's my fuck you Ryan sign? Here it is.
Fuck you, Tom.
Here it is.
Fuck you. Whatever.
Wait, it's upside down. There it is. That's right. There it is. There it is. Oh, I love that thing. I'm glad I got it still. I mean, I'm sorry, but
it's actually a fuck you Ryan sign.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You don't remember when I wrote it? You don't remember when I wrote this? It says fuck you Ryan.
I was drunk.
Well, all right. So what's the Moon Juice poster? But then I turned into a fuck you Ryan.
All right. So if you're listening to this, I'm trying to make a trade in the FSAA Dynasty League. Like, I got a good team, but I'm trying to consolidate. So just let me know.
Yeah, Ryan wants to consolidate. He wants to unload a bag of shit into your mouth for all you're your best player. He'll unload 8 piles of shit for a piece of filet mignon right in your mouth.
You're the only person that would just call Embiid a fucking pile of shit in your mouth, you fucking shit eater.
No, actually, that's the point. Is I'm not gonna eat that shit because I don't want injury risk. I'm sick of playing the whole like youth and waiting and like, look, I got a known thing and I'm gonna trade it for question marks. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I guess that's it then.
But no, I mean, I'm honestly, dude, and this isn't a me versus you. This isn't me like fuck you, Ryan. I mean, I know I said the sign that says fuck you, Ryan, but like this really honestly isn't about that. Like it, but switch the roles. Just play along with me here.
No, I would take my goddamn offer in a heartbeat.
No, you, dude.
Yes,
dude.
I would.
Yeah, I would absolutely take. What was it? What was I offering for LeBron James that one year in that one league? Remember, it was I don't even remember who the fuck it was. It was just some shit, but it matched ranks wise, and you flipped out and quit playing fantasy sports altogether.
No, it was like Amir Johnson, like.
But the rankings the rankings matched. I have Amir Johnson in his breakout year.
This has nothing to do with that.
It's everything to do with that. It's the idea that like you're selling me a pile of shit and telling me I'm a fool. Like,
Tom, seriously, like if you're calling this a trade offer a pile of shit, like go fucking swim in it. I don't fucking know. Like we're done.
You go swim in it. That's fine.
We're fucking done.
Go peddle your scraps somewhere else. I got my own scraps and I got my piles of nuggets of gold. Yeah. You got piles of rabbit droppings. Get out of here. I'm sorry. I mean, again, switch it around. Be honest. Ryan, can you be honest for once? Can you just put the rivalry and our thing aside? If this wasn't my trade versus you and your trade if this was a trade someone sent you and
Tom,
would you take
when we first started talking, did I not like, Embiid is off the table. He's one of my favorite players. I'm riding the goddamn, like, hype train. I don't give a shit. Like, if someone offered me a trade with Embiid in it, and I was in your situation, and I had my pick of a handful of players, like, all those players in that trade I sent you, like, fuck it, you can have. I can't keep them. Yes. I would be fucking doing a song and dance and cartwheels.
Yeah, but no, I'm not, because I got Kawhi. How many times have you said over and over on this same podcast that you would never trade the best player in any deal? Even if it was like meant the best for your team, you would never trade the best player in any deal. How many times have you said that? How many? It's different.
I always say it's different in a fucking competitive dynasty league.
Okay, all right.
Where you used an auction draft, you paid for 3 first-round players, you got 3 players in dick, and I'm offering you like the highest upside of just like players that I love.
I'm fairly certain I could get better upside. I'm sure.
Okay, do it.
I'm sure.
Do it.
Bronson's probably. If Bronson wants Kawhi, I'm sure he's got more upside to offer. I'm sure if Everett wanted Kawhi, he's got more upside to offer. I'm talking about like first pick in next year's draft. I'm talking these players. If they wanted Kawhi, they could send me an offer. I'm sure that would top yours. You're offering me like injuries and scraps. I mean, come on, known quantity. I've got a known quantity in my hands, and you want me to give up on that?
We're over this, Tom. Seriously,
okay.
like right. I said, you shat all over Embiid, who like I would probably take fucking top 30 in a dynasty league.
You did. You're on crack.
Again, I'm that high on Embiid, and the fact that I'm even like bringing him to the table, just so no. Just I got other irons in the fire. All
right. Well, good luck with your fires. But the fact that you brought Embiid back to the table after I threw a fit kind of confirms a certain suspicion of mine, which is you're not sold on Embiid either.
That's bullshit.
See, that's bullshit, huh? Oh, it's bullshit. See, I know you, buddy. I know you. Oh, well, no, Embiid's not on the table. Now Embiid's on the table all of a sudden because I was like, no, Kawhi. Yeah. I know what's up. I know, and you're on the same page as me. This is how I know you. I know you because you. Yeah. No, look at that. Oh, you're tell. Oh, you're tell. You just told, man. You're laughing. You told, man. Oh, I just busted you. You are on the same page as me. I just busted you hard. Oh, I just busted your whole angle on this. I busted you, dude. Yes. Okay. See. All right. That's right there. FSAA does not trust Joel Embiid.
No.
We love him. We love him. We love him.
We don't trust. You're full of shit.
No. Oh, Ryan. Oh, you told, man. You busted yourself. I think I could play poker with you and clean you out.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably clean me out, though, too. We just like constantly losing to each other in poker. Oh, Ryan, you told on yourself.
No, I didn't. Again, we talked about it in the last podcast where I think, again, his meniscus injury is overblown. The Sixers are tanking.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm still not feeling Embiid plus some fish and chips. For Kawhi. I mean, this is Kawhi.
Okay, Cubby doesn't know. He missed his first 2 years because of foot injuries. But it wasn't like – it was like top of the bone. I forget what it's called. And that's like a common injury with volleyball, which he used to play before he played basketball. It's really not all that concerning. It's not like it's a weight-bearing foot injury like Yao Ming or Greg Oden. And then this year, he bumped knees with, like, I think it was Biombo. I forget who it was. And then
all right, Ryan, you're not being honest with yourself. 4 to 5 years of injury history is 4 to 5 years of injury history. We've got an injury history tracing back to college with Embiid. We've got injury history tracing back a long way with my guy, Jabari Parker, same draft. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Injured is injured. Guys with an injury history are guys with an injury history. Be honest. It is something that you are concerned about, no matter what.
It depends on the injury.
Yes, it does depend on the injury. And I'm not like, but you can't try to sell high, like, oh, it's nothing. Like, because injury history is injury history. If it was a one-time thing, like, oh, it's nothing. Like, all right. But, like, it's like trying to trade Eric Bledsoe. It's like, I mean, nobody's willing. Like, they're just like, dude, I don't want the risk. I don't want the risk.
Bledsoe had his meniscus removed.
I get this. These are different. These are different things. I understand this. But it's at the same time, it's like, look, injury history is injury history. Like, yes, I love the potential. I love the player. I love what he could do. I love what he's capable of. I think there's all the upside in the world. But I've got a known quantity with no risk right now. If there is an injury history that happens to develop with Kawhi, so be it.
And I figured I was offering you the moon. I mean, again, you're obviously not nearly as high on these players as I am.
Right. I'm not saying they're bad. Like, again,
I mean,
8 for 1. I've never seen an 8 for 1.
Again, Brogdon, I was even willing to bring in Dario into the trade offer. Like, again, I had players where it's like, hey, let's go. Let's make something happen. But obviously that's not the case.
They're just, nothing's turning my crank. I mean, I'm sure, like, honestly, I've seen offers for Kawhi out there that turn my crank a little better that I've turned down. And I'm just not inclined to trade Kawhi. Like, why trade Kawhi? Like, why trade Kawhi? I traded him once before and I regretted immensely. I traded Kawhi for youth before, Ryan. Look how that turned out. I ended up with a Parker and a fucking
Wiggins.
Well, I mean,
not. You had the pick and you traded the one Kawhi for
one
or two, so you can get your Wiggins and Parker. Yes.
And look how that's turned out. Brilliantly. Woo! Young upside youth when I had a known quantity sitting in my pocket.
Well, I thought it was a fucking crazy ass trade when you made it. But again,
hey, look, if nothing else, I learned from the past. So I can't do it. I can't do it twice. It's got to be a big deal, but like all right, the chips are good.
Embiid and Love.
Embiid is the chips. The love would be the fish portion of the fish and chips meal, but I don't love the fish. That's like, I don't know what's a crappy kind of fish that you don't want in fish and chips. I don't know. Like, I mean, I want I want a poke. I want a tuna poke, and you're offering me like, I don't know, like catfish or something, like fried catfish. You know what I'm saying? Because I am giving up a Kobe fillet.
Well, and I understand that, and that's why I'm willing to even bring Embiid to the table. There's not many players that I would.
But he's still the side dish. He's still the side dish to me.
No,
because he's the side dish. He's the side dish.
He's a perfectly cooked New York strip.
Well, then I'll hang on to my perfectly fucking rare Kobe fillet with Kawhi, who's possibly going to be in the next 2 years the best fantasy basketball player there is. So, I won't make that mistake twice.
Wait. Cubby's saying something about his question. What's your question?
Yeah, let's get Cubby's question. Let's represent Cubby.
GTO guy or exploit type player or both?
What does that mean? I'm confused.
I don't know. I'm confused too.
All right, Cubby, explain yourself, mister.
I don't know what GTO is.
I don't know.
Poker talk. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay, right. Never mind. Okay, well, we won't worry about it. But, I mean, I would be curious, though. I mean, again, if I was to listen on Kawhi, it's very hard to listen on Kawhi in the first place. And I'm not saying this was like an inherently bad offer. I just don't like anything that you're offering me.
You were talking about me, like, feeding you a fucking pile of shit.
Look, I don't love it. I'm not in love with any of these players. None of it entices me to take a deal. I don't hate them all, though. You know, like I don't. But it's none of it's like enough to make a deal. So if somebody is out there,
just move on.
Just here's the deal. If somebody wants Kawhi, show Ryan what a real offer looks like. If you show me what a real offer for Kawhi looks like and it looks good, I'll trade you Kawhi. I have no problem trading Kawhi for a good offer. I'll trade Kawhi. Show me what a real offer looks like. Show Ryan what a real offer looks like.
Okay, please.
Please
someone show me a better offer. If you are, you're a fucking idiot.
No. Kawhi is grade A, grade AAA.
Okay, we've already gone way too long on this. I think you're wrong. You think I'm wrong. It's why we play fantasy sports, and that's why I'm competing for a championship, and you're in fucking like 9th place with like no debt.
Whoa. You're competing for a championship because you were below me. I started in 1st place, and then you traded with Everett, trade raped the shit out of Everett.
That was week 1.
I know you trade raped the shit out of Everett, got a whole quarter of your team out of like one player, and yay.
No, I traded fucking Oladipo and 2 first-round picks for DeAndre and Jordan, which is more than a fucking fair offer because I don't fucking trade rate people. I don't have these fucking side part sweet deals where you get four managers all trade raping the same one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We muted Ryan because he's out of control tonight. He's just in denial. I hate it. Ryan, don't be in denial. We muted you. You have to unmute yourself. Denial. Mr. Denial. Mr. Denial. Stop scratching. Unmute yourself. Mr. Denial. Mr. Denial. Stop it. Mr. Denial. You. Mr. Denial. You. Hey, put it back on. You have to unmute yourself, Ryan. Oh, Ryan. You can unmute yourself, by the way. Anyways, Ryan's sitting there puffing, muted. He can still hear me, though. Give us a middle finger if you can still hear us, Ryan. He's typing. He's looking at the chat. So if you're still listening to this podcast or this hangout, I muted Ryan because he's really just being unreasonable. He won't look at this from his own point of view. And his own point of view is this. You don't trade the best player in the deal. I don't care how many players you need to make up the difference because your bench is weak. You're talking about trading the second best player, maybe even the top player in fantasy basketball next couple of years. Don't trade him. Don't trade him. Unless it's a really good deal that makes sense for your team. There you go. You're back.
I thought I was offering you. Either way, let's fucking move on.
Okay, all right. Can we agree to disagree?
This shit anymore. I agree you're a fucking jackass.
All right. Whatever, buddy. Whatever.
All right, so I muted Tom. I don't give a shit. Go fuck yourself. That was a better.
I unmuted myself.
I know, and I'm muting you again. Seriously, whatever. It's over. Tom doesn't know a good deal if it slaps him in the face and gives him a mushroom print.
A mushroom print? No, that was more like a little thumbnail print. It's like somebody tapped me with their pinky.
It says my little.
Oh, so much shit talk. The fucking rivalry is real, everybody. So if you're hanging out in this YouTube chat, we got 10 people hanging out. Drop your opinion because, if you're not a basketball fan, I get it. You don't know what's going on. No big deal. We'll move on to baseball in just a sec. But, again, yes, there are players that intrigue me in that offer, but nothing really excites me that I'm you know what? Yes, there's nothing that's that's it. I'm trading Kawhi. I can't help myself. I can't help it.
All right, Tom, drop it.
But can you at least? Can you accept that? Can you accept that you didn't send me anything that turned the crank?
No, I think you're
a fucking mad at me.
I think you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, God.
I think you're a horrible fantasy basketball manager, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, says the guy in 8th place in our home dynasties. Okay. Let's talk about
Tom, you want to bring our home dynasties in, Mister? I've been in 12th place since they fucking existed.
Which is not true.
Okay. Who has fucking championships trophies in their fucking trophy case? Me.
Woot. I see Woots that you didn't win.
Have I won?
Is that Woot? I think I see Woot.
Do I not have way better overall winning percentage than you do in our fucking home dynasty leagues?
I don't know. I don't know. Are you playing cupcakes leagues? Yeah, I was rebuilding.
I'm talking about our home. Okay.
Yeah, so I got you. You know what? No. So I could build a team that countered yours perfectly, and that's why you're in 8th place now. That was what 3 years of tanking built me. A team that totally fucked yours out the window, Ryan. You're not even a factor in these leagues. Bye-bye. Stop with the shit talking. That's what this whole podcast is about. Come on. Now I will say this. I forget which league it is. I don't know if it's yours or mine. The difference between 2nd place and where you're at in 8th place is 2 games. It's literally that thin.
And you're about to drop out of the playoffs after this week.
I'm actually not, but I'll be in 5th place, not 4th place anymore, but I don't want to move down because you might move up. I don't know. If I get bumped, now I'm lucky. My last week, I'm going against a cupcake manager, so no big deal. I did play the best manager in the league this week, and I think I lost 4-5 or something. But again, that's not bad. I can live with that. That's not terrible, respectable. And I had a team that was rebuilding, coming through the trade deadline, so I'll live with it. That's fine. Your teams, though, I mean, I'd rather be in my situation than yours. I won't have a bye week. Shame on me for that, but that league is actually so tight that it's hard to have a bye week. I mean, you could be a bye week. No, I mean I think that's how good the rest of the league is. There's just a couple of teams that are really bad. There's like 2-3 teams that are just that bad, and I mean, just whatever. We'll figure it out. We sorted that out. The tanking thing's sorted, so
right.
Whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm lucky enough that like I should still be in the playoffs. I don't think I'll get bumped. You might be able to work your way in. Hopefully, it's you and me still in there. I mean, I still want to face you for a championship, at least one of these leagues. So, I mean, I'd hate to not play Ryan for a championship, at least.
Well, I mean, again, in your league, I'm fucking 20 games over 500.
Yeah, but you're not in the playoffs.
Well, that's because fucking 2 through 8th is separated by like 6 games.
Well, yeah, no, it's the same exact thing in your home league. So, I mean, it's that tight. That's literally how. But I think that's more a sign. Like, that's a sign of how good the leagues are. I mean, you have like 9 teams above 500 and a couple of teams that really suck. That sounds like a pretty normal dynasty to me. Like, I mean, they're just competing against each other for like prize of the stupids, and the rest of us are like competing for a championship. That's pretty good. Am I wrong?
No, it's good.
I mean, yeah, it's annoying when you got to go,
All right, let's change subjects. We got a lot of chat. Like, again, we haven't talked enough baseball, and people are wanting to talk about the World Baseball Classic.
All right, let me switch gears here. Where to go? Oh, I don't have all my WBC hats anymore, but all right, switching gears here. Viva Cuba, Oh, my head's bigger. See, I don't think Barry Bonds did steroids. I think he just got fatter like me.
Is that true?
Like my head's fatter now. I don't know. He's fatter like me. My hat doesn't fit. This same size hat I always wore now doesn't fit.
That used to be big on you. That's why you couldn't wear it, and it looks like brand new, and it's like 12 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got this from the original World Baseball Classic. That's right. See, Viva Cuba. It's the original Cuba logo. Got my WC logo. WC. I got all the hats from all the countries though. Somewhere I don't know where they went, but some bitch probably stole them.
So on Wednesday, I'm gonna go to the Diamondbacks and Mexico game. It's a
Really?
World Baseball exhibition warm-up for Mexico against the Diamondbacks.
You're going without me?
Yeah, it's actually a work thing, and I'm getting paid to go to it.
Well, maybe I'll just show up. I'll just heckle you. I'll throw beers at you. Just like throw full cans of beer at Ryan. Just like smash him in the head with a beer. And then fuck you. You're going to be rooting for Mexico, and I'll be screaming D-backs.
Well, I was thinking about wearing all my Dodgers gear to try to get a Julio Urias autograph.
Okay, I can see that. Well, but you still got the Mexico hat, right? You got the.
I don't have a Mexico hat.
I thought you had a Mexico hat. Don't you have a Mexico something for World Baseball?
No.
No? All right. Well, you've always been to all the Mexico games. This is weird because it's the first year that, like, the quarterfinals or the semifinals aren't here. You know what I'm saying? Normally they're here.
Yeah, I was looking into the Dodger Stadium for the finals. I'd only have to take one day off to go to all 3, and they actually weren't that expensive.
No, they're not. This is the first year I'm not going, and I've been to 3 or 4 World Baseball Classics, so it's not that expensive. But the thing about Dodger Stadium for those games, man, it is a nightmare getting in and out of that place, especially at the times those games are. Like, it's at a different time than, like, even Dodgers games, so the traffic's just so bad. I mean, that was the one thing. Like, the best World Baseball Classic. All right, I've been to all the finals. The 3 finals were in order in San Diego, Los Angeles, and then San Francisco last time. The best one I went to, honestly, was probably San Francisco. First of all, it was colder, but the stadium's better. The city's better. Getting in and out, like you can walk. There's no parking chaos because again, you have to walk or take, like train. But Los Angeles, I mean, the only way to get to Dodger Stadium was basically in and out on a freeway, and it just wasn't as pleasant of an environment for World Baseball. I mean, the Padres, Petco was fun for the first time.
Petco's
San Francisco, honestly, yeah, Petco's really good. But just like of all the 3 classics finals I've been to, I like the Dodger Stadium and the one the least. But it was kind of fun. I mean, and again, there were good games that one because it was like, there's some Venezuela games, and I think it was Japan Korea where the Koreans were going berserk. Like they had like every section had like this kid, some Korean kid. That was like he was the assigned leader of cheering. So he would stand up with those like thunder sticks, Daehan Mingguk, and they would have this chant. It basically means we are Korea or go Korea or I am Korean or something. Daehan Mingguk, and like it was just so coordinated. It would just like rattle and echo throughout the stadium. It was so cool. Like, so that was cool to watch. I think it was Japan Korea for that one. But yeah, the one year where it was what was it, Puerto Rico? That was last time. It was Puerto Rico, and I forget who. You remember that? Was it Puerto Rico, Japan for the finals or something? But remember, I was sitting next to all the dudes with all the salsa shit, and they gave me like a pot and a pan.
Yeah, and that was when
we were all like, ding, ding.
Darvish pitched and won it, and then later that year had elbow problems and got his Tommy John.
Was that what it was? Was that the year? No, because that was only 2 years ago. The Tommy John was 2 years ago. It was before, because it's been 4 years since World Baseball. Last one was 2013.
Was it only 2 years ago?
Yeah, Darvish came back last year, and then the injury was the year before that. So, but yeah, World Baseball was before that. But that game was fun, man. Those Puerto Ricans were crazy, dude. They were like, I mean, the one guy had like a cheese grater and a drumstick or something. There's just like salsa music out there. It was just fun, and like I became an unofficial member of their band. Like, all right,
right.
It was fun as shit. And then like it was really funny. Like, there's a bunch of like A's fans and Giants fans taunting each other. But then like typical situation, I think for San Francisco, what is it, 8th inning when the Seagulls show up. And they start like scouring the stands and the field.
Oh yeah, they just like.
But they're just shitting. They're just shitting everywhere. Just shitting. It's raining bird shit upon you. Just shit everywhere from these fucking Seagulls. Well, unlike there's like one dude who's a fucking Giants fan standing out there. It's just raining. He's like, what? None of y'all been to a fucking game and seen the Giants play before? He's just relishing in it and like talking shit to all the fucking first timers. Like, it's hilarious. I was like, actually, I've heard about this, so I'm hiding under this child's playground. Like, there's a play structure out in the outfield I was hiding under. I was like, I'm gonna wait till the shit storm blows over. It's pretty bad.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, actually and literally, yeah. But man, I tell you what.
But I love the World Baseball Classic, and this actually might be the last year.
The last World Baseball Classic?
Yeah, it's just not making the money they hoped. And there's rumors of baseball being back allowed in the Olympics.
Well, I believe it is. I believe it is back in the Olympics. I think it has been allowed back in the Olympics. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's probably why. I mean, they wanted to turn it into a World Cup style tournament, and that's not going to happen overnight. Like 4 World Baseball Classics is not going to turn it into the World Cup. I mean, a couple of years of it or a couple generations of it even, but like 12 years total of it, it's not going to turn it into the World Cup. It's fun as shit, though. I mean, it really is fun, and I love all the national pride, and like it's fun to see because every country has a different type of fan. Like all the fan bases are completely different, and they have different styles of rooting for their teams. And they're just uniquely passionate. They play unique brands of baseball too. Each of these teams is so different in the way they play. And it's so fun to watch. I mean,
it really is awesome. And like, we both love the World Baseball Classic. Like, I went to the inaugural World Baseball Classic. It was at J Stadium. It's USA against Mexico. And obviously we're in Arizona, so there's a hell of a ton of Mexicans that like came out to support their teams, and they were wearing luchador masks and wearing Mexico flags as tapes and running up and down the aisles, and it was like USA, USA, Mexico, Mexico. And like, it was honestly like the best game I've ever been to.
No, the fans are passionate. I mean, like, you can't go to a game like that in Chase Field and make that kind of noise. It's like a library in Chase Field. If you make noise, people will like call security and you have to get kicked out because you were cheering too loudly. But in these games, people have like drums and horns and pots and pans and cymbals and just all kinds of. It's so international. And again, it does have that World Cup flair, where there's like vuvuzelas and horns and just all kinds of stuff going on. And I mean, like, right, the first game, Israel, I guess, is playing in Pool A tomorrow or something. Like, the first game's coming up. I mean, like, we gotta get on our MLB TV and start watching this stuff because, I mean, World Baseball's fun, man, and
it's awesome.
I mean, if you don't watch every pool, at least watch the like semifinals and the finals rounds, because it's like it's a one and done. It's pretty, you're not invested for like 4 months or anything like that. It's just like a couple of games. But it's so fun, and just watching, like there's major league players, there's like, amateur players, the way they cobble together some of these teams, and then there's teams that like totally suck, but they play up, and then like they're going against like players they worship, like Team Italy, and so I mean, like, just it's funny, like some of these teams with nobody on them, and all of a sudden they're playing against like major league, and they're like, wow, where are we? Like, look at us under. That was how Cuba was the first time when they played in San Diego, I mean. Yuri Gurriel, like all the Gurriel brothers and stuff. I remember that. Like, I mean, I remember Chapman. Like, so, I mean, you can see some players
and you can't forget about Jonas.
Nope.
Jonas fucking tore it up.
Well, there's a lot of players that, like, you might not have seen until you saw World Baseball. Like, so watch World Baseball, please. And I tell you what, this is the most conversational hat I've ever had in my life. You wear this hat in public, this Cuba hat, I swear to God, I have ran into some of the most just random people, like, and people are wearing their Cuba hat, like their World Baseball Classic, and it's different. Usually, it's a different C now. It's more simple. It's more of like a Cubs C. But, like, people see it and they're like, Viva Cuba. You know what I'm saying? People, like, come up, they're hugging you, high-fiving. Like, you don't know who they are. They're speaking Spanish, and you don't speak Spanish, and you're like, Viva Cuba, baby, World Baseball. Like, but the strangest places. You'll wear this hat, something like that. I can't tell you how many times random people were like, hey, Viva Cuba. And I'm like, yes, sir. Like, okay. But no, I mean, it's amazing. That's the camaraderie, and, like, it's cool. And, man, I wish it could be like a World Cup of soccer kind of thing, but you can't do that in 12 years. I mean, they're giving up on it too early. It's unfortunate because it is fun, man. It is fun. I hope it gets huge ratings this year and maybe they keep it going.
I hope so too. I mean, we love it. I'm excited to go to the game on Wednesday.
Yeah, without me.
I mean, again, like I said, I wanted to wear all Dodgers gear and hope to see Julio Urias. Unfortunately, he pitched tonight. So I don't think I'm going to see him pitch.
No, but if you catch him in the bullpen or something, or maybe like going back in before, in between the dugout, you can catch him. Just make sure you talk Spanish. Remember, that's the lesson. Hey, if you ever get to spring training or fall league or something like that, you got players that are Spanish-speaking players, Spanish-speaking countries of origin. Speak Spanish to them. They like that. They'll respond kindly. That's our spring training and fall league pro tip.
Right. All right. So Tris is our weird Uncle Tris is saying he likes the idea of World Baseball Classic, but he hates that it messes up spring training. Also, I avoid players who play in the World Baseball Classic.
I could see maybe avoiding pitchers, but
Yeah.
I have no reason to avoid hitters that play in the World Baseball Classic. They're going to be fine-tuned and ready to go.
Well, exactly. I don't think it matters as much for positional players as it does for aces, which is why a lot of the aces don't even choose to play in it.
Well, that's the talk of Team USA. Like if Team USA should make it to the finals, Kershaw will be on that finals roster. Kershaw
he'll join it.
Yes, he would pitch that's the in theory principle is that Kershaw would pitch the finals game if USA makes it to the finals round. And this Team USA team is finally good. I remember the inaugural season, Team USA was pretty good, but it was like all old.
It was like Griffey and Clemens and David Wright.
They underperformed and it was sad and pathetic. This year's Team USA is pretty hot. It's pretty hot. So, you got Goldie and Arenado. What else do you need? I mean, that's enough right there to win the fucking World Baseball Classic. Goldie and Arenado. That's it. That's all you need. I don't care who else is playing. Goldie and Arenado. That's done. End of story.
No, because it's all about ace pitching.
We don't need ace pitching. We have Goldie and Arenado. They'll feast on amateur pitching from fucking third world countries. Who cares?
Yeah, but then they're seeing junk that they're not used to seeing and go fucking 0 for 4.
No, Goldie and Arenado are going to hit like a combined like 500 and like, I don't know, probably driving like 45 runs and
probably
25 home runs. And like, I don't know how much, I don't know what the tournament records are, but they're going to tear it up, dude. You got Goldie and Arenado in the same lineup. I don't care what's going on. I don't need to know what else is going. Goldie and Arenado, Team USA is going to win this year. That's all I've got to say. And I'm not even a USA. Like, I got my Cuba hat, my Viva Cuba. I love Cuba. But Team USA, like, you got Goldie and Arenado. What else? What else are you going to say? You got another favorite? You got anybody else that's better this year? There's not a more favorite team to me. USA should win finally. And I hope they do. That might actually inspire ratings for future World Baseball Classics.
I mean, the Dominican is still
they're always good. Japan's always good because again, it's those sneaky teams like Japan, Korea. They're the ones that always sort of like outperform some of the like more powerful, more wow, they blew out a team of superstars. But again, it's a different style of baseball. All of these teams come in with different styles of baseball being played, and that's the beauty of it. But like, I'm sorry, Arenado and Goldie. I almost tore my set, but I'm backing out. I'm just back. Goldie and Arenado. Sorry, I'm back. But that's what I had to say. I mean, I'm serious. Like, it's going to be so good, though. Like, it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited. And
yeah.
What? What? Am I wrong? I mean, I'm excited.
I was just watching you, like, slide off the set.
Well, but I rammed into my set, dude. That's why I need the fucking stopper, I can't ram into all these bobbleheads crashing down. Like, I can't have Barney Gumble come fucking tumbling out, Hey, Homer. Yeah. Can't lose Cookie Monster. Oh, man. No, I can't crash into my set. But yeah, like, so, I mean, I don't know. Does anybody else have any World Baseball experience? They ever watch it? Like, or is it just like our love,
No, there's good conversation going on our YouTube chat.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I hope people watch it. Like, we'll be watching it. We should probably do like a WBC championship live stream or something.
I mean, that'd be good. Obviously, work schedule and all that.
Well, but we can see what's up. I mean, because the championships are on Mondays, aren't they?
I forget. Yeah, it actually is because that would be the day I would have had to take off. But
yeah, they're usually on Monday, I think.
All right.
Still worth it. I mean, if you decide you're gonna go, man, you should go. I mean, it'd be fun.
Well, Tom, I'm disappointed we didn't get a trade agreement, honestly.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're not surprised, are you? I mean,
yeah, I really am.
Really, you trade Kawhi for like some stuff?
I don't think Embiid is just some stuff.
Okay, all right. Well, he's the mac salad he's the side dish. Okay, he's the mac salad. Where's my Colby ribs?
It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, Tom.
Well, I'm not filling up on max salad. Where's my ribs? I need some meat to go with my potatoes.
Again, agree to disagree.
All right. Let's circle back around, bring it full circle here, because we've talked this long. We got 8 people hanging out now. If anybody's interested, let's take over some sort of public league this Tuesday. Let's take it over.
Yes.
I don't care what league. I don't care if it's a head-to-head snake. I don't care if it's like an auction roto. Let's do something for the love of God. Let's take a league over.
We're going to. It's not a matter of question.
All right. Well, do we need to find one, or do we need is anybody on board? Do we have any other takers, or is this just you and me? Let's do it. And nobody's
no. We're gonna find a league. We're gonna find a league to join. Then we're gonna join it and tweet it out and send it to people on our website, and we're gonna fill it up. It's not that difficult.
All right. Well, I hope it's not that difficult. We did have some difficulty the last time we tried to fill a league.
That was on an hour notice.
Okay. Well, we'll give more notice then.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to cover until we hit our next podcast, or?
No, I think this was good. Really, we just wanted to give Tris a little shit talk for leaving and rejoining.
Well, he's back though. He's back. That's the main thing. He's back. Yeah. But we'll still. You can just check out periodically. It happens. I get it.
I was just hoping that we would get into a league
tonight, draft tonight, but Tuesday.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm happy to sign up.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my ESPN league.
Okay, yeah, we need to know what time that is.
The sportsman. Yeah, I'm trying to find out what time we got to draft at.
Okay, so Ryan's looking right now for his ESPN Experts League with Seth the Sportsman, $25 buy-in, set it and forget it. Just to recap if you didn't hear it earlier. And after that draft's over, we're gonna all the addicts are gonna get together. We're gonna help Ryan draft his team, give him some suggestions. What would we do? We'll probably all end up finishing 12th place with Ryan. Wasted his $25 buy-in, but who knows? Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll get a cut of that. We'll all get $2. And after that, though, right? You know what I'm saying? That's when the real action starts. You put it on your side account. That's fine. But we're gonna do a real league just because, I'm sick of these mock drafts. My socks are all worn out. They got holes. They're standing up on their own. I ran out of socks. It's time to do it for real, right?
All right. I don't know if I actually hopped into this Seth the Sportsman League. I gotta find out. So sorry, I'll follow up. I don't have an answer for you. We're addicts, not experts.
So you might not even be in this league. What if you missed the check-in?
I paid the money.
So you paid to be in the league, but you're not. You just bought somebody else's dinner.
Shut up.
Ryan gave up the money. He gave up the money. Look, see, I'm green. Look, I love this thing. I love this light. Look at my green. But now Ryan's angry. I love my rage light. Look at this. Oh, now Ryan's all sad now. Oh,
it's a pretty good set, Tom.
Yeah. I can't lie. I could be pink. Oh, I love you, Ryan. Oh, I don't know what else I would use any of these other colors for, but I'll just keep it scanning through. I like it. I like just the color change. It's good. It's good for people with light issues. Do you have that light issue where you need light on to help you survive the winter? No? Okay, I do.
Woo!
All right, I'm sorry. I'm a plant. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm made of plants. Okay, I'm a partially human being and partially plant. I'm Plant Man. Dr. Green Thumb here. I need solar panels or something. I don't know. Ryan, it was fun rejecting your trade publicly.
Apparently.
I'm sorry. I am sorry we couldn't work something out, though. I mean, but you have to understand where I'm coming from. I mean, you know for a fact you would not be trading for Kawhi anything less than – you would not accept anything less than the best you could get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not a personal thing. This isn't about our rivalry. This isn't about like, oh, fuck you, Ryan. It's not about like, oh, I'm going to bleed you dry. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain players, like, if you're going to trade them, you got to get what really makes sense for you. And honestly, quite frankly, nothing short of an overpay is worthwhile.
I thought I was giving you an overpay, but I don't even want to talk about it. And if you mention it again, I'm going to fucking hang up this fucking hangout.
Well, you do that all the time. It wouldn't be anything new. I mean, you can go pouty pout if you have to. But why don't we just end with a prayer before you go pouty pout?
Yep.
All right. You know, it was okay. We maintained civility. Nobody got pissed off. Nobody got nuts. I feel like that's kind of like, I feel like we've made some strides here, like have we made progress?
Well, again, as you see, like Tom and I, like we never fucking trade.
It's hard. It's hard to make a deal with some people. It's hard to make a deal with your bitterest enemy, your toughest rival.
I wouldn't call you my toughest rival.
Well, all right. I just hope you make the playoffs in these dynasty leagues, Ryan. But
I hope you do for the first time.
Not worried about it.
Not worried about it.
Just fine. Thank you. Thank you for your concern, though.
There's no concern.
Hit me with the prayer, baby.
Fantasy gods.
Fantasy gods.
Please grant me with the serenity to set my ideal lineups.
Courage.
To never talk to Tom about a trade offer again.
And the
wisdom, as always, to tell Tom to go fuck himself.
To reject bad trades. Amen. Oh, motherfucking man. Yeah.
It wasn't a bad trade, Tom. It was a damn good trade, and you're fucking stupid to not take it.
Just didn't work for my team, Ryan.
Yeah, well, your team doesn't work for shit.
I'm in the red light. I'm getting angry.
Oh, my. And I'm not going to like you when you're angry.
FantasySportsAddicts.com is the website. Don't let Ryan make you angry with bad trades. Hit us up on Twitter at letter F, letter S, or double letter A, FSAA. Hopefully the next time you see me, I don't have this thing in my nose. Ryan, hopefully the next time I talk to you, you have got those irons that are in other fires, heat it up, and make your trades. Good luck with your other trades. I will be taking offers on Kawhi that make sense. Ryan, it was nice talking to you about trades, though. Good luck, and we'll hit it up later. Everybody, happy Sunday. We'll see you next week. Thank you. See you on the website.
Woo!
Let's draft.